Hi, it's Stephen here from Son of a Nation Wave, and this is day 22 of the July Daily Draws. Let's see what message we get today, and I'll be taking the first card from the Unfolding Path Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Enchanted Map Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. We have the Three of Swords. And because of the way this is depicted, the phrase "been there, done that, got the t-shirt" immediately springs to mind. She's wearing a shirt with the traditional heart with the three swords in, and it's about the experiences we've had and the way it's affected us. She's holding her head. It's obviously giving her some stress, some mental anguish about certain experiences and dealings she's had, and certain thoughts that have come into her mind of causing this anguish, this anxiety, this pain, this inner pain. And we've all had those times where we've had experiences that have affected us, and sometimes the residue of that still remains. And maybe this is about maybe past issues are affecting our thinking, because we have the pierced heart, so we have the emotional sort of pain, the emotional hurt, but that also affects our thinking, because the remembrance of that emotional hurt affects the way we think and communicate about other situations that may be similar. So it's affected the way we think about ourselves and about life. And that to me this is more of the mental effects of it to me. Yes, it may be as a result of emotional difficulties, wounds, etc., however you want to term it. But she is holding her head. It's affecting her head. It's physically. It can affect you as physically. It can become a result of stress, which can come into headaches. Literally makes our head hurt. It affects the way it brings confusion to our minds. Sometimes we can't think straight because of it. And even after maybe things have settled down, as I say, the memory of it in our minds affects the way we think about ourselves and about the situations that we're in. And the longer we've been on our life journey, the more experiences perhaps we've had. And we can literally say unless we have bought a t-shirt that's relevant, maybe not the last part, but we've been there and done that. And if a similar situation occurs, a similar scenario, there's no saying that the same thing is going to happen just because it's a similar scenario. But in our minds, we may believe that. We may think that. Because, well, I've been in a situation like this before, and look what happened. And that can taint our view of the current situation that we're facing. It can color our thinking. And we don't want to go through that emotional pain and anguish again. We don't want to go through that experience again. And so we may be hesitant to embrace the situation, the opportunity that life is bringing us in the here and now because of past dealings. Yes, we can learn lessons from the past that means that we won't be so easily taken in, perhaps, or we can spot, or we'll be a bit more careful about how we approach a situation. And that, to some extent, is learning from experience and gaining the wisdom through the experience. But when we let it hold us back, stop us from reaching into this new experience that we have an opportunity to go into because of the past, then maybe we need to change our thinking, heal some of that mental scarring, the emotional scarring. Maybe we need to heal that and rethink that. Bring the positive lessons that will protect us to a certain degree in everything we do. Because we've been there and done that, we're a bit more experienced. So in a sense, that should actually not prevent us, but it should also give us actually a greater confidence because we've been through this and survived this. So even if the worst did happen, we would come out the other side. And the chances of it happening again, if we learn the lessons and take the right measures, we can perhaps we can stop that from happening. And we can make this a more positive experience that's similar to the other, and that in itself will bring some kind of healing to us because we've had a similar situation, but this one went really well, and we can think fondly of that experience. So in a sense, that brings a form of healing. And by not embracing it, we're cutting ourselves off from the healing that we need. And that's why the situation is being presented to us again, because it's like saying, let's do a do-over and see if we can do this better and get a better result. As long as we go with vigilance and caution, we can still have the confidence that we can deal with it and spot any red flags or red warning signs that we didn't spot before and head it off before it amounts to anything substantial. And even if that means walking away because we've spotted it before it had a chance to do any harm, it was trying to do the same again, but we stopped it because we learned from the past. That in itself could be a reason for the experience to show that you have grown and are able to deal with things and spot things that you didn't spot before. And that in itself is a form of healing. So even if it doesn't work out great, if you stop it in a sense that you don't complete the opportunity because of you see the same thing happening again, but you see it in time this time, so you avoid a lot of the pain and stress from it. Even that will give you some healing because that's different. You've had a different experience with that situation where you saved yourself from that. So it'll either work out positively or you may prevent something from occurring again, and you'll realize that you're better at that, and that should give you the confidence. Okay, that was a very long sort of ramble there, but I think it's important for us that we don't let past experiences keep us. We have the magic prayer. Think of them, and in a sense, we could just say to the universe, look, I'm going in with positivity into this, with the wisdom through experience, and just let me see any difficult signs, but, it could be just say that I will be protected this time. I will let the light shine and help me, and I'll follow that inner voice, and this time it'll be okay. And I believe that's what the message of the cards is today. Okay, so That's today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 23. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.